Good morning, I'm Neva Manu, and this is your morning news fix for Friday, 26th of January. In this update, Kitty Allen says she made decisions she will regret for a lifetime on the night she crashed her car. Labour's former cabinet minister will be in court next month on charges of careless motor vehicle use and refusing to accompany the police. She resigned as Justice Minister after crashing in Wellington's Evans Bay. Allen says she's reached out to recently resigned Golri Scudderman, who faces shoplifting charges. And she says there aren't many people who have a real understanding of what it's like to leave politics like that. Questions of inconsistency from the government over possible tobacco tax plans. A leaked document is showing Associate Health Minister Casey Costello is seeking advice on a possible cigarette tax freeze for the next 3 years. But Ash Director Ben Udan says it's inconsistent with previous messaging of needing tobacco tax revenue to pay for tax cuts.
It would mean if prevalence of smoking is still going down here as fast as it has been, they would be seeing quite substantial decreases in the amount of revenue collected from tobacco regardless.
Gaps in Oranga Tamariki's primary health access data are sparking concern it has failed in its responsibilities. An independent Children's Monitor report has revealed a lack of information about whether children are receiving medical and dental checkups. Mana Mokopuna Chief Children's Commissioner Dr. Claire Ahmed says Oranga Tamariki is required to provide the children in its care with health checkups every year.
Those checks prevent further health and dental issues from occurring. They enable plans to be made so that children's health and care can be upheld.
Marine heat waves are producing borderline tropical conditions around our coastline and across the Tasman. Ocean temperatures are reaching 23 to 24 degrees in some areas, particularly in the North Island. This is causing elevated temperatures on land and above normal humidity. Meanwhile, many Aucklanders are still counting the cost of last year's anniversary day floods, almost a year to the day since they struck. And these Newstalk ZB listeners in Epsom and Milford, among many whose homes were left underwater.
It's like Armageddon, driving through Milford, Noel Road, there's just cars washed up everywhere, abandoned. It's gone through my house 3 times.
It's up to my knees in my living room, middle of Epsom. My wife's just out on the street clearing some drains, over a metre deep.
And insurance companies say the costly payouts are pushing up premiums, particularly in flood-affected areas. An Otago University-based studies found eating 2 kiwi fruit a day improves vitality and mood in as little as 4 days. Kiwi fruit's packed with vitamin C, which has been associated with increased well-being. Co-author Professor Tamlin Connor says that the findings provide an easy way for people to boost their mental well-being.
And it's accessible, it's affordable when it's in season in New Zealand, and one of our main products within New Zealand. It accomplishes a lot of things.
In sport, the finalists have been found in the women's draw at the Australian Open, with Chinese rising star Zheng Qinwen to meet world number 2 Aryna Sabalenka. The West Indies have finished the opening day of the second test against Australia in Brisbane at 266 for 8. India's dominated day 1 against England in the first of 5 tests, finishing 119 for 1 in reply to England's 246 all-out. Finally, Monaco's Charles Leclerc has signed a multi-year extension to remain with the Ferrari Formula One team. I'm Neva Manu, and that's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at midday from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.